Hey, what's up guys? I really quickly wanted to make this video because I had an interesting conversation with the student by the name of Daniel. Hi Daniel. And he asked a question that I thought would be interesting to share. So his question was, if there's supposed to be no note in a scream, then how does one produce high screams and low screams? And it makes sense. If you have to be voiceless, then the fact that there's a high scream, does that insinuate that there is a pitch? Well, that's exactly what I'm gonna answer. So in order to answer that, I first want to talk about the color white. The color white is created by all of the colors coming together simultaneously. That is how the color white happens. The white noise that you hear from screaming, "My promise if you ever light a finger," similar to the color white, is actually a combination of just like a bunch of simultaneous notes happening at the same time, and it's just kind of really messy. And so the combination of multiple different notes, that is what creates the white noise. So that's kind of like funny when I say, you know, be voiceless and don't have a note. Really, you're emitting like a bajillion notes.
Well, not literally a bajillion,
but you're emitting a lot of notes during a scream. But the thing is, they all kind of like blend in together and become indistinguishable. So back to the original question, how are there high-pitched screams and low-pitched screams? If you can imagine a huge wall of notes that are creating the white noise, like da 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 da, and a normal scream is hitting all of them, like a high scream happens when the higher cluster of notes is more pronounced. Like these groupings of notes all the way up here are more pronounced during high scream. And so similarly, during a low scream, the lower cluster of notes is more pronounced. To summarize, during a scream, you're not screaming no notes, you're screaming many notes. But because our brains can't process that, it ends up sounding like no notes. But during high screams, just the higher cluster of notes are more pronounced. And during low screams, the lower cluster of notes is more pronounced.